Hello, this is Mr. Shirley, your favorite MC on the microphone. This PowerPoint presentation or Google slide is the information I gave to faculty about capstones. This presentation is going to talk about what capstones are, the benefits of capstones for students, feedback that we got from surveys, how the capstone committee incorporated feedback, or what I like to call feed forward, into plans for this coming school year. I'll talk about my contribution to the capstone process, and when I met with faculty, there was time for questions and discussion. If you have questions, feel free to email me, tshirley@dasd.org. We will not be able to talk about logistics or anything related to that. So first off, what is a capstone? There's a long explanation for this that can be found on the school website. The way that I would summarize that is it's an opportunity for students to be academically selfish. As a 36-year-old who remembers when his fifth grade teacher referred to him as having a mouth like a moving duck's behind, I got really excited at the idea that eighth graders can take a topic they're interested in and pursue it as deeply as they want for an entire school year. The excitement comes in part from something like this. This is a picture, one of three that I have of a student giving a presentation during my anime club last year. You could see he was pretty nervous. He didn't want to show his face, but as he got going and started to talk about what he was excited about, he overcame those jitters and really got into this presentation. This was a moment for me when a light bulb went off and I realized, boy, you know, if he had a grade on top of this and if it was something he wasn't interested in, I don't know if he would have even gotten up there to present. Capstones have this benefit of allowing students to have the gift of failure, to learn from those things and build resiliency. Generation Z, or the iGen, has a lot of things going against them that help them work towards perfection, but also the downside of not working through things. So again, with capstone, being that there's no grade, it's not super high stakes. They are allowed to take things as far as they possibly can and to the degree that they want to. This will be a process-oriented project where they're supposed to be checking in with some regularity about where they are with things. As I was mentioning, it is an opportunity to build resiliency with students. And also, as a faculty member, it's a chance for us to encourage kids. That's what I'm really looking forward to, and I'm hoping that people feel the same way. When they meet for capstones, us as adults get to sit with young people and just find what's good with them. Not that they're going to come to us with perfect things, but we're going to find the good in it and fan the flames, and hopefully it catches on to something really cool. Unfortunately, this slide I'm showing you right now had a technicality with it, but when I surveyed teachers last year about their capstone experience, with 10 being an outstanding experience and 1 being a terrible experience, the average score was 5.3. What people had to say that was good was that when presentations were good, they were great. When they were great, they were fantastic. Teachers really felt they didn't have support. It was logistically very difficult, and student motivation was a big factor. The capstone committee took that input and made some changes. There's going to be a lot of focus on what we can do so that teachers will know what's going on, that expectations for students and teachers are very clear. Addressing student motivation and accountability is something that's going to be on the teacher who's working with students on their capstone. From a committee standpoint, there's nothing we can really do to increase student motivation. And again, if we put some sort of punishment on not doing the work or some sort of incentive like a grade or a ribbon or certificate with a good capstone, that doesn't touch into that intrinsic motivation. That's what we have, and that's what teachers are supposed to be fostering. And through that process, finding lots of time to encourage students along the way. The capstone committee, to help with the logistics, has moved from meeting during REACH at the end of the day every Wednesday to now a capstone work day spread across the school year. When we have an early dismissal for professional development on Wednesdays, the morning will have a capstone work day. There will be no conflict with things like rehearsals, athletic early dismissals, meeting with a case manager to touch base as per an IEP. That all occurs at some other designated time. There will be lots of things in Schoology. We'll be delivering content that teachers can log into and roll out and work with their students on as a way to keep a feedback loop going for where the 8th grader is with their capstone project, what's going good about it, and what obstacles are in their way. I plan to give video instructions as well as some character education each time that we meet. So that way, if you are a new hire in our school, you're brand new to the process, you won't be scratching your head saying, well, what exactly is a capstone and what do we do? Because every day that you would stand in front of students, you would have directions and a person talking through a screen to answer those questions. September 11th will be our first capstone day. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, tshirley@dsd.org.